Hello, and welcome to another Andy and Dan, not too retro review.
No,
just a review.
Just a review, yeah.
Biased.
A biased review of the beautiful Ni No Kuni.
Yeah. What's it? Wrath of the White Witch, is it?
Wrath of the...
White Witch?
Yeah.
Okay. I said it and I thought, was it Wrath? Or was it something of the White Witch? Because... No. What's Wrath?
It's Wrath.
It just
It sounded weird.
Oh yeah, it did sound weird. Where's the box? Have you got it?
It's probably behind you. On that pile there. It'll be at the bottom of it anyway.
Bear with us. Yeah, Wrath of the White Witch. That's that cleared up. Thanks for listening. So yeah, Andy, what's your first experience of playing a Ni No Kuni?
My first experience, like where I first heard of it, or whatever. That's an actual question.
Oh, whatever. What a wonderful story that. Okay.
That was the question.
What was the question?
I said what my first experience of it, or where I first heard of it, or whatever.
Well, you know. So.
I think I remember randomly hearing about it, like seeing some screenshots of it and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, and they were showing like the Golden Grove and stuff. And I think I saw a random bit of gameplay. I thought, oh, this is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like, it looks quite interesting. And then they finally announced that it was coming over here, and it was like, ooh. And then just sort of kept seeing random things about it, and then like I got really excited for it.
Yeah.
It's a level 5 RPG as well. Level 5 are like phenomenal RPG makers.
Yeah. Well, I think the last one I played was Rogue Galaxy, wasn't it? Rogue Galaxy was the last one. Before.
Yeah.
So obviously.
Well, yeah.
Well, there were others, but.
Excluding White Knight Chronicles and all like that.
No, I didn't play it, so it doesn't exist in my world.
Yeah. But before that, yeah, it was Rogue Galaxy, I think.
Yeah. And obviously, because it looked similar, so.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, there was a big hype obviously around it because it was like Studio Ghibli collaboration. So
Yeah.
everyone was excited about it. And it did look beautiful, so I was like,
Yeah, it's very pretty to look at. Just like everything about it, it's beautiful.
pretty.
It's like it's sort of cell shaded, sort of not cell shaded.
Yeah. It's just like 3D anime. So
Yeah.
pretty much.
It's very, very cool looking.
Did you get it when it came out?
Yeah, I got it
Yeah.
like as soon as it came out. Yeah, I had the debacle of my PS3 breaking like the week before,
Shit, yeah.
and I had to replace my PS3 before it came out. I was like, God damn it!
Sometimes.
Yeah. It got delayed as well. It got like delayed by about 2 weeks or something.
Yeah.
But the game was like free familiars.
Yeah. That was nice.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. But yeah, the story was very just all over the place. It's like I can't really I don't know where to start.
Basic outline. You're a kid who's your mum's sick in like a sort of kind of like parallel version of our world sort of thing.
Yeah, you play as this little kid called Oliver, who whose mum dies.
Yeah.
And he learns from a little fairy called Mr. Drippy that there's another world, and in that world there's people who are parallel to.
Yeah. You have others in your other world that you're linked to. Basically.
Yeah. They don't necessarily look the same, but it's generally the.
You'll have a similar something in common.
Yeah. And he says that the Great Sage Alicia in that world is being kept by a dark sorcerer named Shadar. And you have to go you basically go into Ni No Kuni to defeat Shadar and save your mom, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And Oliver becomes a wizard and he can use magic and all those things.
Learns about familiars and stuff.
Yeah, familiars. Yeah, familiars are like little creatures throughout the world, and you can eventually catch and train them and fight with them in battle and stuff. It was the battle system was really good, but we'll get into that after.
Yeah.
You basically had to go around all the kingdoms and stuff to help those who are in need, and there was people who were broken hearted, and you had to find the right piece of their heart that was missing, and give it to them, give it back to them.
Courage, love, and things like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, get one.
Yeah.
You have to take from people who had too much of it, and then give it to people who were like lacking in it, basically.
Who had been broken hearted by Shadar.
Yeah.
And there was the people who you had to sort of keep going back to Motorville to do stuff there because they were both linked, and because you did stuff there it helped the people in the other world. So like you met a girl named Esther who was a girl in your world called Myrtle, and you had to help her, and then when you went back to Ni No Kuni, Esther joins you and she becomes like your first companion.
Yeah.
And then something happens later and you get another companion called Swain.
Who's like a thief.
Yeah. They're all really cool characters, like the way they did it and how the familiars worked and things like certain familiars were good with certain characters and or certain types of familiars rather than
better affinities with certain familiars.
Yeah. They got like, I think the familiars got like a 10% boost in stats if they were with the correct person or something, which is pretty cool. And it was all about going to the kingdoms, and you were like trying to like find a staff, weren't you, and find the orbs with the staff and Mornstar. Yeah. And like so you could kill Shadar or defeat Shadar, I should say.
Yeah, you needed all the right tools and stuff.
Yeah. And learning your spells and everything, and then you eventually find out that your mum, it was the Great Sage Alicia. She wasn't like another person from that world.
Yeah,
she was that.
Yeah, who came to that world.
Yeah, and that you find out that Shadar is Oliver's like counterpart, sort of thing. So it's just like, wow, bloody hell.
Bloody heck.
And you end up like obviously defeating Shadar and stuff, but then like loads of other stuff just like starts happening, and it's so confusing.
Yeah, because obviously
you think you've completed it, sort of thing.
Then
not you do and you don't, because like there's all this stuff with you see the witch like straight away at the start of the game, don't you? And like
and
you see random bits of her, but you don't really.
It's because it opens up a bigger backstory, which leads to the main villain, the White Witch.
Yeah, the White Witch, and I can't remember what they called it now. Like the dust or something, wasn't it? And it like rained down and turned loads of people into monsters, and you had to like, it's proper creepy.
Yeah, like fish monsters.
Yeah, it's proper weird out of nowhere, and you had to like remove it from the kingdoms, because it wasn't in every place, but it was in like the big cities sort of thing.
Yeah, the main kingdoms.
Yeah, and then like you learn more about what actually happened and why this is happening, and you learn the White Witch was a princess, and she'd been basically corrupted by these
council,
the big council and stuff, and they were like, and she became detached, sort of thing, from it.
Oh, what was it like? She tried to use a spell or something. And then it was a spell that caused that.
Yeah.
Because she thought it'd like
help everyone.
Yeah, but it just like killed everyone.
Yeah, its basically turned into the monsters, and like they just destroyed the kingdom, and she became what she was.
Well, yep.
Yeah, pretty fucked up.
Yeah, and obviously she's the final boss and stuff, and then there's another final boss.
Yeah. Once you learn more about what's happening and stuff.
Yeah, and then it's like,
there's loads of end game content as well, which is really good.
Yeah.
And loads of side quests and stuff, which is really good. So you don't have to do the main story. Like, it gives you the opportunity to go out and do your side quests, do your hunts, gather items, catch familiars, and one of the awesome things about it is that it does have a world map.
Yes.
It's a proper world map. And it, like, it's just beautiful. It's just like...
It's pretty much the scale in it. But the towns maybe are slightly smaller, but...
Yeah.
Other than that, it's spot on, really.
Yeah.
For a last gen game.
Not a lot of games use the world map system anymore.
Yeah.
And that one did it superbly.
Did it really well. Rather well.
Yeah.
Especially you got like ships and...
Yeah, you got your ship, you got your...
And eye-shaped dragon.
Yeah, you got your dragon, yeah. And...
Doctor's secret.
There was an airship in there, wasn't there? But it was just
Yeah, you didn't fly it. You just went to it.
Yeah.
And that's where you got the dragon to fly around.
Yeah.
What's that power called? Genghis something.
Yeah.
Its name.
Well, the game was full of puns, which was just everything about it was a pun, which was funny.
That's why you loved it.
Yeah. Just like everything about it. It's like you had like familiars called like Hullabaloo.
Yeah.
Instead of Hullabaloo and like some of them were like just. I'm trying to think of some of them.
There's loads.
Yeah, there was loads of just ridiculous puns. And Mr. Drippy said a lot of them, and
yeah, he was Welsh.
Yeah, he was Welsh.
Well, I've had regional accents.
Yeah, there were like English regional accents. There's a few like American style ones in there, but not many.
It was quite good. It was kind of like a bit like Dracula.
Yeah.
Which is good. Makes it stand out different.
Yeah, definitely.
So the characters.
Yeah.
What's all the like? Little typical naive boy.
Yeah, like naive boy. He's been thrown into this world. He's like his world's destroyed. He doesn't understand why, and he gets thrown in, and he sort of just gets straight into it, really, doesn't he? He doesn't.
Yeah, because his mum's just died.
Yeah, he just sort of like he doesn't. He's sort of confused because he's just suddenly in this new world, and he wants his mum back, and he starts learning how to do magic, and then he starts becoming more courageous as he goes along.
Yeah.
Sacrifices himself, sort of thing, because when Shadar dies, Oliver dies.
Pretty much.
But Shadar somehow breaks the link between them so that Oliver can continue on living.
Yeah.
And he becomes like he comes back and he's even more sort of courageous than he was before. Which was really good. He wasn't like the typical main character that you get in a lot of games.
Yeah. He's essentially still a kid, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's still a kid, and he grew up a lot in that journey, sort of thing. You saw him grow up as he went along, and Mr. Drippy helped him do it. And it was a really good character. Esther, you sort of learn about. She's like the daughter of one of the great sages.
Yeah.
You save her from a broken heart, and she just sort of joins, really, and then
she's kind of a bit like Oliver, really.
Yeah.
She's older than him, but like still quite young. So.
Yeah.
Enthusiastic.
Yeah, she's still enthusiastic, and she's. Yeah, I don't know what to say much about Esther. Like she's
plays the harp.
Yeah, she plays the harp. Like she's the only one who can catch familiars. Yeah. In battle and stuff, but like character-wise, I can't think of it. Like she's just there for support for Oliver, really, and to help him through it all. Yeah. Swain has a big backstory.
Because he's just like a thief person.
Yeah. You go to that kingdom and he's like, you start learning that he's the older brother of the prince, and that the king's died, and you go back in time, don't you, and you see like him and his brother as kids, and you help them through whatever they were going through, and it gives you a big backstory into it. But like he keeps like trying to hide that it's not him, even though you know it's
it's blatant. Yeah,
it's blatantly obvious that he is him, and he even says it a few times. But like, we know, it's fairly obvious. Yeah. And then Mr. Drippy, he was just sort of like the comedy gold of the game.
Yeah, he's like the walking guide book sort of thing. Yeah. He walks through everything and stuff. But he helps you in battle as well.
Yeah, he does. He's like in battle with you and stuff. He does like drippy tears, whatever they call it.
He does, stuff like that.
Yeah. Then there's the last character, isn't there?
Yeah, who's pretty pointless as a character in terms of using
Mark-san, who is Swain's brother. Yeah. But you get him so late into the game, and he's just basically the same as Oliver, but Oliver's much better.
Yeah, at that point, because you've had him since the start.
Yeah, so it's just like, well, he's completely pointless sort of thing. He uses the same weapon, but his is like a staff, whereas Oliver's is a wand. Yeah. And stuff like that. But yeah, he's just like, I don't
just
use
an
it.
Optional, just there you go, you can have him if you want.
Yeah. But by that point, like you say, like you've got Oliver, who's the most powerful sort of magic user there, and then you've got Esther, who does a lot of healing and can catch familiars, and then you've got Swain, who does the stealing and stuff, and you know you've got your 3 perfect characters right there, and they balance each other out, and then all of a sudden they throw Marcus at the end, and you're just like, okay, thank you.
Cheers, mate.
You can use like the last sort of set of familiars.
Yeah.
That, yeah, there's like 3 sets of familiars that you just sort of think, oh well, who do they go with, sort of thing, and then you find out that they're him. But
yeah.
It's just sort of like, well, I don't really care.
I can't now.
Yeah.
Right at the end of the game.
Yeah.
There's obviously loads of like supporting characters, but
Yeah, but like those are the main characters.
yeah, who's like the leaders of each kingdom, like the Khalifa.
Yeah, the Khalifa, the King Tom, who was a cat.
Yeah.
Marcus Am was the leader of Hamlin.
He wasn't a pig there, which is disappointing.
Yeah, it was like a guy dressed as a pig because he's like his
pig armor.
He's like, I can't remember why he was like embarrassed about himself or the way he looked or something. When it was like,
Yeah, his thing they had to sort out was like,
I can't remember what it was now.
embarrassment.
Yeah, embarrassment or something. Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah, the gameplay.
Gameplay, like there's so many things to cover really. Start with the battle, because the battle's like very good. When you start a battle, well, before you even start a battle, you get like each character is in battle, and then each one can have a maximum of 3 familiars each. So when you go into battle, you can switch between the 3 characters.
Yeah.
And then you can also scroll through their familiars, and their familiars take on their role in battle, sort of thing. Like they basically take the spot in battle for them, because they share the same HP and MP, but the familiars have their own stats aside from HP and MP. And you can switch between them at any point. You can switch between the characters. You don't have to stick with one character.
Yeah.
Like once you pick character, you think, okay, I'm going to use Oliver. I don't want to use Oliver's familiar. You don't have to just keep switching back to Oliver. You can switch to Esther if you wanted, and then use Esther's familiars and stuff. Yeah, what else about battle? Obviously, as I mentioned, like Esther can play tune and capture familiars.
Yeah, the catching mechanics.
Yeah, which was really difficult for some, because like their capture rate was like, or like what do they call it? I can't remember now. It's not capture. They had a different name for it.
Like you defeated him and then you got a heart, didn't you?
Yeah.
Nifty.
You played them in tune, and then they join you.
Yeah.
There was a specific name for it. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But I can't remember either.
Yeah, what else? I think that's about it with battle, isn't it? Like, and then you could attack, and you could learn abilities with each one, and then you could defend or you could evade, and yeah, to like time it. It was like the battle system is, I don't know, what would you call it? It's half action, half ATV, isn't it? Really, it's not. It's not turn based.
Because you can move about.
Yeah, you can move about, and after you've used an action, you have to wait for the timer to go around. But you don't have to wait. Like if you used an ability and the timer was going around on the ability, you could go to attack and use attack.
Yeah.
You didn't have to wait for the other ability to wear off before you could do it. It was just like a cooldown for that ability.
Yeah.
But each action had a cooldown, apart from like items. But only characters could use items. Familiars couldn't use items.
Yeah.
You could equip familiars with stuff as well, which is cool. Like you could give them weapons and you could give them armors and stuff, which is pretty cool. And each one could change form. And,
yeah.
Yeah.
But it branched off, so you could get to choose.
Yeah. There was only one, wasn't there, that didn't, which was like the super secret rare one, which went from 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Whereas all the others went 1, 2, and then when it got to 3, they had a split, and you either chose one or the other.
Usually like a difference in element sort of thing.
Yeah, there was a difference in element, and then generally a lot of them were, one looked more feminine and one looked more masculine sort of thing for a lot of them. but like you had to look in it, and each one had different abilities they could learn.
Yeah.
You had to think what would more suit you than the other one. Like this one could use this, but this one didn't, sort of thing. A lot of the time, it was like you chose one that had revive because revive was very rare.
Yeah.
Upsy daisy, as it's called. It's like not a lot of things got upsy daisy. And you could like power them up outside of Battlefront. You could like feed them specific meals and you gain stat boosts and stuff.
You got like you increase your bond with them, don't you?
Yeah, increase your bond and like you could give them more. And I think it was like up to 50 or 60. You could increase them by up for like not in each stat, just like you could give them an extra 50, 60 stats in any of the stats. But generally they had a favourite food and you gave them that and it increased the bond quicker and give them better stats and that. Which generally whatever the highest stat was.
Yeah, that introduced it about it because obviously you used the sweets you made.
Yeah.
That you can make, which was the alchemy side mini game thing. That like was a big part of it because it helped you make brand new weapons and powerful weapons and armor, cakes, all sorts of things.
Yeah, that
like
was
rare
great.
items, which is good, but you got a bit of a pain.
Yeah.
Because like certain combinations were like one-off items and stuff. So later on, pain in the butt, but it's really cool.
Yeah, like the whole alchemy mechanics is really good. And then you got like your book, The Wizard's Companion, which told you basically everything about the game in there, including all the backstories and.
But it had pages missing.
Yeah, you had to
So
learn.
it didn't give you too many spoilers.
No, you had to go and find the pages and stuff and learn about the world yourself.
And like once you did like side quest stuff, you'd like the pages appear in it.
Yeah.
It'd like tell you all about the backstory to that.
Yeah.
Which was really cool.
And you get all the side quests and everything, and you got like stamp points, so you got merit points.
Yeah.
And
You do like errands, couldn't you?
yeah.
Helping people and stuff. That was really cool.
There was loads of different varieties. It wasn't all like the same sort of thing. Certain ones wanted items, certain ones wanted to look at specific familiars. There was those who had like the hearts broken, you had to fix the hearts and
You have to find items and stuff.
yeah, find items, and there was the hunts.
Yeah.
So you could go out and have to find the hunts and stuff. And they got more and more difficult, which was really good. And then there was like the whole end game sort of thing, where there was all the side quests there.
Yeah, there's loads. And obviously you just get lost and just like catch all the different monsters.
Yeah. Well, the only thing that was really disappointing is that you couldn't get all of them.
No, because of the evolving system. Yeah.
There's one that you only get one, and you have to pick between one or the other.
Yeah.
Well, in the Japanese version, they got a ticket so you get another one, so you can get it. So it's basically you missed out on one. And it was like,
Bit annoying, but
yeah. But
at least it wasn't tied to a trophy or anything.
Yeah.
Because then that would have just screwed you.
Yeah.
And what else? Obviously we talked about the world map.
Yeah, the world map, the fields. You could like find random sparkly bits on the map, couldn't you? And, like
Yeah, there's lots of hidden treasure and stuff.
hidden treasures, hidden places.
Yeah.
Battles were encountered when you found a familiar on the map and you ran into it.
And in the ocean it's like a blob thing.
Yeah.
With a face on it.
Yeah.
And it chased you or ran away depending on how powerful it was.
Yeah. And then it's getting the same in dungeons. That's what happened as well. There was familiars roaming around and you could run into them or they run into you.
Yeah.
You got them back. You got a back attack sort of thing. The chests. There was like different chests, and some of them were to do with like Oliver and how powerful Oliver was. There was like blue chests that you could open, but purple chests you needed a more powerful one to do it.
Yeah.
And then there was the green chests that only Swain could open.
From a distance, wasn't it? With
Yeah,
this
yeah.
grapple thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there was traps around in some of the areas, and you had to cast like float and stuff and
Go over them.
go over them, and you turn yourself invisible to keep you away from familiars.
Yeah.
And like you had to do certain abilities in the field as well. They weren't just for in battle. Like some of them were specifically just for.
Yeah, because they already mentioned the magic spells, because like you learn them, didn't you? And you all had a use not just in battle, but outside of battle. Like,
Yeah, you could use them on the world map and stuff, which is pretty cool. Like there's areas where like you couldn't reach, so you had to use the bridge spell and make a bridge between it. And
it was quite a few.
Yeah. You had to use like ice on a lava, like a magma stone, and then it'd like
Cool it down,
and
Tread on it,
jump on it, yeah, and stuff.
Yeah. There's quite a few. There's like a side one where you just made the treasure chest shelf on the map as well.
Yeah,
Things like that. It's just like really helpful.
yeah.
Obviously there's loads, but I think for the most of the gameplay side of things. Graphics.
Oh, we mentioned that before.
I did
like,
mention it. It's beautiful.
it's very, very pretty and
Yeah.
it's fantastic to look at and just very pleasant on the eyes sort of thing. It's not like some games can be quite over the top and fast. It was very vibrant, but not at the same time. It was just sort of the style that it was in. Like it was very sort of 1950s or something. When it was like that's where Motorville was. It was like 1930s, 50s. Not 30s. It was like 40s, 50s. Like American.
Yeah. That sort of thing.
Yeah, it was very pretty and like just it's like it's hard to explain. Like
Just think Studio Ghibli. With
Yeah.
the sort of environments, very like colourful, but
very pastel
yeah,
sort of thing. They're not like
there's a lot of detail in
they're like mattes and stuff. They're not like proper
No.
extremely vibrant colours.
there. Yeah, and also, do you reckon with the world map, do you reckon it would have been better if you were more zoomed in on your character, like it was close to your character, or do you reckon it was best how it was?
I think it was best how it was. Like I know a lot of more games are doing it where it's close to your character and you're running around and
See
stuff.
things more in detail,
Yeah, you see things more detail. But that'd take a lot of processing power for it.
Yeah,
to-
do you reckon the next one will do that?
I don't know. It might be. It might be the same.
I won't mind if it was the same, but
Yeah, it doesn't matter either way. I don't think. But it might because it's on PS4. We might take it down so you're running around with the characters.
you might make it so you could change it to that view, because obviously in that view you saw things better, like where
Yeah, like
treasure and
hidden
stuff, where
things
monsters,
and
things like that, and obviously you can see where you kind of go next.
Yeah.
See other areas and things like that. The soundtrack
the soundtrack was beautiful. It was all like orchestral and
done by a Dragon Quest composer.
yeah.
Yeah.
You can tell like when you listen to the music, you can tell instantly. It's like
Level 5 usually get them to do that. So
yeah.
it kind of goes with their games. It's very subtle orchestral stuff.
Yeah.
Big and things like that. Yeah. I don't have too much to say about it. It's just very fitting.
Yeah, it fits the whole theme of the game and it can be very depressing and it makes you feel for when you start learning all the
Yeah, like
histories of-
makes you feel.
yeah. Like about his mum and stuff and
Yeah.
you just like it's pretty, like you can sort of see it coming at the start of the game. It's like there's too much going on 'cause it's something with that car, isn't it?
Yeah, fixing the car.
Yeah, you get like him and his friend, Oliver and his friend make a car, and you want to go and test it, and he runs off
Yeah.
to test it at night and his mum finds out, and you're like, well, either Oliver's in a coma and he ends up in Ni No Kuni, or his mum's gonna die. You're like,
It's a perfect job.
yeah, and then she dies. You're like, oh shit.
I get it.
The ending was a bit strange.
Was a bit.
It just sort of ended, didn't it? And then he sort of went back home and he's living on his own now.
Kid. So that's fine.
Yeah, he just sort of goes back home, doesn't he? He doesn't really. Yeah, it's just sort of weird. It was like, okay.
Oh, he goes. How complicated.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was your favourite familiar?
Oh god. That is a question.
I remember mine.
I had a few, but I did like the cat pirate.
Yeah.
Puss in
Actually, yeah. I think he was mine.
Puss in Boots. Puss in
Boats.
Puss in Bouts.
Bouts.
There was Bouts and Boats.
Boats, yeah.
I had
The pirate one.
Bouts. Yeah,
Yeah.
the one with the eye patch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I forgot.
There's some really cool ones. There was like the Paladin Partridge and the
Yeah.
bush Bushido Botan, which is like samurai chicken, which is pretty cool. Yeah, it was ridiculous amount, but it was really cool. There were so many different ones, and
Yeah, little robot.
oh, I like that one. That was one of my favourites.
Yeah.
Clinks Clank, yeah. It's pretty cool. Looking little thing, little duty thing.
Yeah, little like mad robot.
Yeah. Then you have like the big one, which is like that's when you had. Remember that?
Can't remember.
It's a big iron robot sort of thing.
Yeah, I can't remember what it's called.
Iron Man,
One of them's Iron Man, yeah.
Beam Man.
I think I don't remember seeing it.
I know you did for a bit.
Yeah, I don't think I kept it. So I haven't kept it at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did loads.
Ridiculous amount.
And obviously the main one you get to start with is the Mai.
Yeah, the Mai, and it's a really cool little duty little thing, isn't it?
Yeah, little warrior.
Yeah, with his little sword. and
Dungarees.
shield. Yeah, dungarees, yeah. I know he changes, I can't remember what they're all called though. I think one of the last ones was Mermite.
Yeah, and that was the blue one.
Yeah, and then there was the water one and the fire one. I think that one was the fire one.
Yeah, because it kind of stays with this what it was like. So
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, it's pretty much like Pokemon.
Yeah, it was like,
Style. Thing. It was good the way they did it. But yeah, number 2's coming out.
yeah, they announced that over December, didn't they, that 2's coming out.
Which is a complete surprise.
Yeah, it was just out of nowhere, and it's like, I'm really looking forward to it, like,
Yeah.
well, learning more about it, because we had no idea when it's coming out, so.
Hopefully it'll be, it won't change too much in terms of what made it good.
Yeah, I think they'll keep, like, the general.
I would have thought so.
Because they didn't show any, like, gameplay of it or anything, they showed story elements.
Story.
And it was in English already, so it's just
Yeah.
like, bloody hell. They didn't show any familiars or anything, so it'll be interesting to see, but I can't imagine them changing it.
No.
They'll add new things to it, but they won't change what the basics feel of it. Because I mean, like, this one was a remake of a DS game, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And that was completely different. It was nothing like what we had. It was, I don't know how the actual system was like in battle, but it was like you had your characters here, like all 4 of them there,
Yeah.
and like the familiars were on the bottom screen,
Yeah.
like stood behind
You
them.
do the spell with it.
Yeah, and you use the styles because you can tell that straight away.
Yeah,
like,
because the lines
Yeah.
are very straightforward, aren't they? So it's
yeah.
Yeah.
Stuff. So yeah, it was like it was really interesting that they suddenly announced it. And it was just a big shock that they announced Ni No Kuni 2.
Yeah. Crazy.
Hopefully it'll be really good and carry on from where it left off, sort of thing. Because it did. I think there was like a couple of random bits in the trailer for like that linked it to this one, but nothing too much.
Yeah.
None of the characters were the same
No.
or anything, which is cool. But it was still 2 male characters and a female, and one.
Probably another random one as well. Later on in the game.
Yeah, right at the end of the game, and then there was like one of the characters was older.
Yeah.
Because Swain was older than both Esther and Oliver.
Yeah. So that'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Sure, we'll do a review on that when it comes out.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, cool.
I think that's it though.
So you're Kuni for yeah.
Yes.
Definitely go buy it now.
Yeah,
I think
definitely.
it's only on PS3 though, so.
Yeah, it is on PS3.
PS3, go buy that now.
Yeah.
Don't forget that as well as YouTube, you can also find me across all my other social media, which I will link in the description. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Speak to you next time.